Hello guys, welcome to this new video. I am Alan, a regular guy that just want to be a full stack developer, following the full stack developer curriculum from the FreeCodeCamp. So in today's video, we're going to build a book organizer under 30 minutes. And that being said, let us put the time and start building. So wait a minute, let me check. Let me open my one notebook for the brainstorming. So yeah, we have it here. Let me choose the paper. White. Good. So increase. Okay. A book organizer. You should have an array of objects. Name. So the first user story is you should have an array of objects. Name, books, where each object in the array should have a title, should have a string title and another string author name, and another one a number, release year. Your books array should have minimum 3 objects. Okay. Const books equals to initialize the array, and he said that inside the array we should have the key value title, comma. The other one is author name, and the next one is release year. So he says that the next one is being said here that your books array should have minimum 3 objects. You should use a callback function named sort by year to accept 2 books as parameter. That accepts 2 books as parameter. Okay, so I need to fill this thing myself. So I'm just ask ChatGPT to do it for me. Please fill in the array with 3 books of your choice. Kill a Mockingbird. You guys know the song of Eminem, Mockingbird. Here are the books. So now he says you should have a callback function named sort by. So function is sort by year that accepts 2 books as parameter for sorting. So say book 1 and book 2. Okay. I'm still thinking, so that's not the final code. Sorry. So the code is the sort by function should return -1 if the release year of the first book is smaller than that of the second book. The sort by function should release 1 if the release year of the first book is bigger than the one of the second book, and the sort by function should release 0 if both release year values are equal. You should filter the books with okay. Okay. So now I understand. So let me do something like this. I know we have to use the inbuilt function in JavaScript, which is called sort, where we shall use sort with a compare function. So let me just look for the syntax. JS sort A B. So to do that is simple. So I'll say first sort by year is equals to take books sort array, and in books it would take two arrays, two parameter book 1 comma book 2. We shall use now an arrow function for the comparison function. So but I don't, because this function is something like that. So look at it. Function blah 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 blah. This one will directly sort the array. So the array, they want us to return values. So let me check. Create something callback function that output values. So something like this, something generic. That's what I was looking for. Let me just put it. Remove it. So should I do it arrow function? So it's better I should do it in arrow function. Okay, so let's just start back. Constant say call. You should have a callback function name and accept two books. So this function sort by year. It will take two books. Book 1. Why is it green? So so now they're saying that if sort by function should return 1 if the release here, so we can use if function here. Normally we should take the release here of book 1 and book 2. So let's just store them in an array in the variable release here 1 and release here 2. This one let's just say book 1 and what's the name? Release here. What's the name? Release here. And book two. Just copy, paste, and paste. Book two. Yeah. Okay. So the if if the release year of book one is smaller than the release year of book two, we should return a negative number. So release year one smaller than release year two, then return a negative number. Return negative one. Okay. Else if the release year of book one is bigger than the release year of book two is bigger than, and then return one. After doing so, we have the else statement, meaning that they're equals to. So here return 0, 0. Okay. This is here. If both are equal, just return 0. So if neither, if they don't have any difference, there's no one that is bigger or smaller than the other one. You just have to, how can I say it? Use it. You just have to. The only case that remain is the else that are equal. So the next part is you should filter out books written after a certain year as such. After a certain year, such as 1950, from books array and save the filter array in a new array named filtered book. So since we know that the callback function filter creates a new array, so it's just understandable to create this new array filter books is equals to let's say filter books is equals to the array is books boom filter parentheses. Now in the parameter we shall take only book, the current element, and say okay, we want books that reach release year. I think that is a release year. Release year is greater than say they said after 19, okay, greater than 1950. So okay, that's done. You should sort the books in the filter books in the array book according to the release year in ascending order. Okay. You learned in a prior video about the sort method with arrays in place. This means the filter books array will be mutated. Okay. So what they're asking us to do here is, I first of all created this callback function. Now I have to create this callback function and also use this sort array method. So I don't really know how to do it. Let me check again at the beginning. You should have an array. You should have an array of object named books here, this one, author name release, and your books array should have a minimum three objects. A minimum of three objects. Okay, done. You should have a callback function named sort by. Here is my function. Years. Okay. That accept two books, book one and book two. Done. And this shall instead help me to sort the arrays, to sort all the functions. Sorry, to sort the the array. So for this callback function, I would prefer to use it in arrow function. So I will just say constant here is equals to this one parameter plus the arrow function. Sorry. So now we have a callback function. We have defined it very well. So it will take eventually book one and take its release here, take book two and return its release here. So that's our callback function. Now here it's true that I can refine this thing, all this stuff. I don't really know how I need to do all this, but still the same thing. So the next step here is to you should filter all books after a certain year. So normally these are how years are going. So if I just yeah, no, you have a timeline like this. This is 2000. For example, 1999 year. So when they say after filter array and such that from books are saved, sorry, the filter array in a new array named filterable. So you should filter out books after a certain year, such as 1950 from the books. Okay, so 1950 year. So all books that was let's erase here. Erase first. 1950. So all books that was being created should be taken here. So from 1950 downwards. If it was before, it could be like this. No problem. So we did it here. So it will literally use the filter function and remove all the books that was released after a certain year, that was written after a certain year, which is 1915. So the next step is just to use the, how can I say, the sort array to make sure that the books inside it are organized. So I can just sort array function is like this. Let me think. What should I do here? So I need to. Okay, I understand now. Since let's say something. Let me tell you something. Just know that how is the syntax of the sort function? Here's the sort function in JavaScript, and inside it we have a compare function, and outside it we have the array that we have to compare to it. So normally we have to define the compare function here. So for example, you have to tell how the compare function should behave and what is its result. So our compare function here is a sort by year that we define. So sort by year. So to use it now and filter our books array, we just have to taking take our variable array, sorry, use the sort function and use its comparison function. So the comparison function here is sort by year. By year, let me see here. Okay. It says here that you have learned how to blah blah blah. Sort it in ascending order. Blah blah blah. Okay. I think that's okay now. Let me test. Good. So that was all for today. I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. If you have any question, leave it under the comment below. I'll be really happy to answer to it. That being said, we shall meet up in the next video. Have a nice day.